Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And as you guys read the title, it's true. I've beat Nikke. Temporarily, of course. Obviously, Nikke isn't done. I am officially done the story. Yesterday, I did put out a video of attempting to do the boss. I couldn't beat it. Then, literally, like hours after, I stopped doing it. Hours after, I went on live. Did it again, just played properly this time, and we ended up beating it. So yeah, exact same team as that video. So yeah, maybe if I could get the clip. Well, I guess I can because it's still rendering. I don't know why YouTube takes so long to do it, but yeah, we did end up completing the story. So now that we're done the story, it comes to a point where you ask yourself, what's next? Right? What's next on Nikke? Now, as you guys already know, I already have personal goals for my Nikke account as a Nikke player and also a content creator, right? But maybe some of you guys are wondering what to do as well, right? Nikke is again an idle game in a sense, right? You do have to wait for the outpost defense. I feel like that's such like I feel like it's not mainly an idle game, right? I feel like it's not really an idle game. It just has like the concept of it. I don't know if that made sense, but you guys know what I mean. Like, it doesn't feel like when I open up Nikke, I'm opening up an idle game, right? Compared to when I play AFK Arena or Mobile Legends Adventures, right? Those games, when I open those games up, I know I'm opening up an idle game. For Nikke, it doesn't feel like that. But as you guys see here, it does say coming soon. I am currently caught up to the recent story. So I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to start doing daily, / what I do daily, so that you guys could also follow it as well. If you are caught up to the story, and even if you're not caught up to the story. So for me, as a personal Nikke player and a content creator, one of my main goals is to get almost every character I own overload gear, right? I've already worked on some of the characters that I use a lot, so that's really what it is. Modernia I use all the time, Anissa I use all the time, Noir I use all the time, Dorte I use all the time. A2 I will start using her all the time. Later it's half and half. That's really just because I overload her, or I gave her overload gear before I knew she didn't need it. Right, so even I made the mistake of giving this character overload gear. This is not a character who needs it, but of course in the future I would love to give her overload gear and finish her set. Alice is a character I don't even use, but I just gave her overload gear so I don't have to worry about it when I do decide to use her more. 2B, probably will use her a lot when it comes to solo raid and union raids. That's why she has overload gear, and I want to keep going, right? All these characters, I have full sets, as you guys can see. Full Pilgrim supporter set, full supporter Elysian set, full Tetra sets. Like, I have a lot of full sets for a lot of gear. Well, it's kind of everywhere here, like all over the place here, but I have a lot of full sets, right? And that's one thing I want to aim for. So that's really what I'm trying to go for. In terms of what I do every day, obviously I just claim my outpost, and then the first thing I do now is I just go to the Arc, Interception, Simulation Room, Arena. That's it. I don't do Tower because currently I am underpowered by a big amount. I cannot beat 150. Right, I just can't, right? I'm 152k power. I'm not going to be able to beat stage 150 anytime soon, but there's that, right? So lately for Tower, I haven't been looking at it. Same for Elysian Tower. My characters for Elysian Tower is just not, I mean, I guess maybe not. I haven't done the Elysian Tower in a minute, so I guess realistically, if I just geared them up, I could probably smoke it now. I haven't really done Elysian Tower in a long time. I'm just really waiting for that new, like, insane DPS Elysian Tower, like how Tetra and Missilus got it, right? And also Pilgrim, and even Abnormal now, right? They got A2. Every class has a crazy DPS but Elysian, right? It makes no sense. But that's really where it is for the Tower. So I'm not really doing Tower too much, but I am here and there. Obviously, Interception, Simulation Room, and Arena are the main places I'm going through. Realistically, my time on Nikke as a Nikke player, I'm spending maximum, like when I'm streaming, obviously it's being dragged out because I'm a content creator, so I'm not like instantly rushing through everything. But as a regular Nikke player who's playing, there are days, a lot of days where I'm just doing it and it's being done quickly, right? I already made a video talking about how they need to improve Simulation Room and also Special Interception, right? Because they're just, you know, quick to beat now, right? It takes 1 minute. I have to open up this game every 24 hours, and it takes me maybe a total of like 10 to 15 minutes to get everything done if I'm just steady focusing on this, right? But I'm never bored or burnt out of Nikke. I think realistically the reason for that is content creation, right? Making content for you guys is why I'm never bored of Nikke. Like there's never been a day where it's like, oh, I don't want to open up Nikke, right? Like I've never had that yet, right? I know players probably have had that, but I've never had that personally, right? Because again, I have goals. I want to build up my account, aim for that stuff. So there is that. But realistically, there is still more for me to do. Of course, there is the campaign as well, right? So that's probably something I'm going to start looking forward to doing more, right? I'm not even done the hard campaign, right? There's so much hard campaign, so much. I'm halfway. I'm not even halfway because it's 24. I'm not even halfway, so I got to focus more on this. But obviously, hard campaign is clearly hard, right? The power level in hard campaign, I think, is equivalent. It's actually more than the final chapter of normal. So chapter 2438, the recommended power for this minion fight is more than the final boss of the normal story. So hard campaign is really going to be difficult. So in terms of content, you're always going to be good. You're always going to be good in terms of that, right? Just aim towards hard campaign. We will get a new campaign story during the anniversary, I believe, but realistically now as a player who has come to the end of the main story, I am really just going to be focusing on Simulation Room, my arena, Special Interception, hard campaign, and of course the current event that's out. In this case, the near collab, right? So I have a lot to still do with the near collab. There's the challenge modes. There's so much more mini games I have to complete because the mini games actually give pretty good rewards, right? I'm not gonna lie. They give you like boxes for the skill level manuals or whatever, skill burst manuals. Very, very good. So realistically, currently, I'm really focusing on, obviously, I also got to focus on my elevator more. I haven't been focusing on that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But yeah, so I'm going to be focusing on my elevator, simulation room, interception, arena, the current event, and then try my best to focus on hard campaign, but not too much, right? And then probably get back into tower, right? So even though I'm done the story, Nikke, right, for the people who are wondering what happens when you're done the story, there's still so much more for you to do. It really depends on what you want to do. If you're a player who doesn't care about building up your account or anything like that, it might be a bit less for you to do. But again, if you're a player like me who has the same goals as me or even more than me, like in terms of your aspect and your goals for Nikke, then you should be fine on the game in reality. So yeah, even though I am done the story, it's nothing crazy because again, the next story is coming. This is actually the first time I've been like caught up to the story. I don't know if I already said that, but this is the first time ever where I've been at a point where it says coming soon, which is a nice feeling. So yeah, realistically, the next story chapter should come out anniversary. So that's why I'm saying kind of, sort of, I've beaten the game, right? Probably the most clickbait title. I mean, it's not really the most clickbait title, right? Clickbait. Hey, people call me the clickbait genius. I don't mean to though, chat. I promise you, I don't type in these titles meaning to clickbait. It's just what I do as a content creator. Not clickbait, like just those titles just happen naturally as a content creator. So yeah, but you guys definitely let me know. I made a community post actually yesterday talking about where you guys in the story, so definitely go ahead and let me know. Make sure you guys subscribe as well. I didn't say in the beginning of the video, but subscribe. We're like 100 subscribers away from 7,000, so go ahead and subscribe to your boy Zxous, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out later. Peace.